out recently.
Legit wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Don't enjoy yourself. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito.
Cool.
And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison.
Cool. Cool.
This is what we're getting.
Yep. But people recognize it's a fun joke fluff. Who gives a shit? As opposed to, here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking, DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No. Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
Be in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse. Cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep. No.
Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really fast?
I'm just imagining, like, just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school, you almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
So dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
Pokemon.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
so they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It's
all
all
amazing.
it is.
Can we talk
It
about
is.
Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the, that was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you see
The accent
the Reddit,
is the accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
see the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and
great.
micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Just get this shot of shooting.
Great.
And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out.
Great. The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is going to be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey, I feel like. He'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
need it.
He's
This
made
dude
his
is
money.
doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
Bro. He's like, whatever, friggin' dog movie, polar bear, let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits, nobody wants to see that. Because it's such
you
a drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG, but we got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
No, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
I just
But
so
nobody-
on that
Go
note,
ahead.
you guys just put out as the first episode of A New Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. And then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. Because I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no.
Take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
You
Because,
dribbling the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got more in him. And then for the beginning of part 2, you go on another rant.
Oh.
And then you just, for like 5 minutes, go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, he threw.
Oh, he used it all up. He got nothing left.
He threw it all at
I'm
the
not
spirit
an
bomb and still
I'm
had
not an
14
angry
more episodes
person.
to go.
But this dude was talking all this hot nonsense.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And I just exploded like 3 times. And then I just went, and it wasn't like fun. Genlock sucks. Oh my goodness. This was like, dude, you're doing stuff that legitimately pisses me off.
He was so mad.
Did y'all see that updated Sonic?
Yes.
I was
No.
gonna get to that after this.
Okay.
We stand with movies.
all right. Yes, he looks so much better.
Look good.
Oh, what
It
happened,
looked
DA?
big good.
You were the one talking
No,
about.
no. I said it looked fine. Now
Uh-huh.
I'm saying it looks good.
Bruh,
I never said that looked good.
bruh,
I was on the fine train.
that train was a crashing because he wasn't fine.
Yeah.
He wasn't okay.
We still doing this.
He wasn't a 5.56.
We still doing.
He was a 2.
That is
That looks so much
very
better.
correct.
Yeah,
It looks so much better.
I said there was always room for improvement.
You're
That I always said.
There was
that.
only room for improvement. That was a lead titanium inlaid fucking ground you had to dig to get worse.
It wasn't gonna be worse, kid.
Google was saying how their technology is going to be so advanced that they're going to have something called negative latency, which doesn't fucking exist.
Mm-hmm.
Latency, by its very definition, is delay. You can't go negative with delay. It's no longer latency at that point. And at that point, too, what they're saying is the game is going to play itself. So, BG, if you for some reason decided to get Stadia and got Mortal Kombat for it and wanted to be the best online at Google Stadia Mortal Kombat, your inputs will be predicted. How does that make you feel?
It ain't gonna happen. So who cares?
Oh no, I think that technology could feasibly happen. I just think it's stupid.
I don't think it could because, I feel like
it's not going to be stupid accurate, but based upon how you're playing the game, trends of how you play.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 206.
Oh my god. Mike, are you serious?
I mean, could there be anything else? It's the only option.
So... During this past week, also, hello everyone, we have a special guest on the stream right now.
I am once again asking you to leave me the fuck alone.
So yeah, this past week did a board game night with some of my buddies, and we're doing it digitally, so it's a whole thing where it's just we have to keep saying it's your turn, it's your turn, it's your turn, just because obviously you're not in front of each other's faces, and one of my friends was like, man, we just need a soundboard because our one buddy Ross tends to be the one we have to say it's your turn most. So I think first I was just it's your turn, Ross, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I can do the Microsoft Sam voice, and so then I was like, it's your turn, Ross. And we started doing it. I'm like, well, I know how I'm opening next week's podcast. Oh boy. So yes, welcome back. Bernie meme and all, and it is one of my favorite memes of all time.
It's the best.
It is so
for almost no reason.
So
it's the best.
One of the things I've been sitting on, waiting to say for this podcast, is specifically this meme. I'm just happy it's up on screen. But DA, you have been complaining about the loss of mine meme for so long when it comes to Trump losing the election. No more memes. No more meme president. The inauguration gifted you one of the best memes of all time.
Absolutely. Had nothing to do with the president, though.
Yep.
This is not his meme.
Nope.
This is Bernie's meme.
Yep.
So it doesn't count.
But what I'm trying to get at here is you may have lost the consistent meme president, but you have gotten the crown jewel.
Nope. I'll tell you what. I will put the bewilderment that I felt when Trump goes, "Thank you, everyone. Have a nice life," and YMCA starts up. I don't remember the last time that I felt that feeling of just wait. Because I'm just because sometimes when you're just on Twitter and then something just starts playing, you're like, oh crap, that's me. And I'm just searching where's that coming from? And then I look up and I'm like, this bastard ain't playing YMCA. This ain't what's happening right here.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
And
And then his plane takes off to Sinatra's My Way.
why not do it? Why not My Way all the way through? That makes a lot more sense than YMCA. It's such an upbeat thing, and he's just sadly shaking hands with people. I was watching. I don't remember. If I was watching ABC or NBC, but as he's shaking his son's hand, one of the dudes just goes. One of the correspondents just goes, YMCA. In the middle of a sentence, he's like, yeah, there goes the president. YMCA. and that's one of the moments where it was just like, this is so funny, I can't even laugh. In my mind, I'm just like a Looney Tunes. I'm bouncing all up and down the wall, just laughing. But out on the outside, I'm just like, I can't make a noise because this is just so funny. It's the perfect way to end his presidency. He gave me one more. What more can you ask from the man? He gave me one more. I appreciate that so much.
I love too how like all of his kids were like very sad during it, yada yada, and the one person fucking beaming is Melina. Because she's just like, get me the hell out of this politics
she was
crap.
Done.
Just get me to Florida.
And then she got to Florida and stormed off that plane.
Oh, yeah. Already in her summer best and just...
Trump gets off, starts waving at people, and she just walking away. I'm like, oh, that is a salty lady. He getting an earful later.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it was like that, and then the other thing that I kept seeing that, like, this is probably, like, the one, like, decent thing that those two did, was they shied their youngest son away from the limelight. Which, that to me is like, hey, you know what, you get, like, an iota of respect for that. But, like, since they didn't show... Baron leaving with them or getting off the plane, everyone was just like, yo, where's Baron? did they leave him?
Yo, where's your
All
son?
the memes, the fucking Biden walking into the White House to see Baron just walking around like, where's my parents?
Yeah. Are you my new dad? Oh. But yes, the Bernie meme just explode. And like, I love watching like the advent of the meme. Like the first thing that I remember seeing posted was just like people posting the pictures and then just like a quote. Like the one that I laughed at a lot was like, you know, this could have been an email.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
amazing.
Just him like sitting there. And then just more elaborateness came. And just kept coming and coming and coming.
My favorite one right now is the Jason Momoa one where he throws down the folding chair. Yes. And it's just Bernie.
Someone spent way too much time on that, and it is brilliant. Because, like, the jostle.
Yeah.
He throws the chair down, and, like, Bernie just shakes around a little bit. That one is up there for me for sure.
No, there's the Kingdom Hearts one where it's just like, please be our new member, Zing Bree.
Yeah. That was
just
good.
Taking the time to Xandor his name up, and you just gotta zoom in and see him. That one got me.
Another one that got me, for obvious reasons, it's a Zelda one. They put Bernie where King Zora is sitting in Ocarina of Time, and then they animated like gross, sickly, extended Bernie legs while he's scooching out of the way.
It's
people are great.
It's the greatest. And you just have to think about it. It's just like, it's just an old dude just sitting there and just outrageous Mittens. That's about it. There's nothing to it.
Coat that he's been wearing for like half a decade.
Forever.
Yep. The one where it was just like, this is my comfy coat. It keeps me warm. I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it.
I forgot another one that I just saw today where they're like, it's Anakin being put on the council but not as a master. They're like, we accept you on the council but we do not give you the rank of master. Take a seat. He's like, I can't. Bernie Sanders has taken my seat. It shows a wide shot of the seat and Bernie sitting in it. It's like, it's unfair.
It's unreal. Watching the inauguration in real time. When I saw Bernie like walk up to the inauguration, walk up to take his seat, and then sit, I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be it. This is it." Because everyone was just like, he looks so out of place in that sea of attempted fashion, and then there's just him in that fucking North Face jacket and recycled mittens.
And then they interview him like, hey, a lot of people are talking about your outfit. He's like, I'm from Vermont. We dress for warmth. But I'm like, leave the man alone. He's trying to be warm. He's an old man. I dig it. I completely dig it. And then it came out that like, oh, those mittens are from a teacher that was recycled from old wool and stuff, and he's been wearing them for years. I'm like, that's good stuff right there.
It should have been Bernie's inauguration.
And then people were like, make no mistake, he'd have been wearing this at his own inauguration.
Oh, he would have, without a single doubt. Without a single doubt.
Yes.
Like, there wouldn't have even been, like, an inauguration party. That man would have been inaugurated and at the podium said, all right, we're getting to work. I'm signing things. We're going to the thing. We're getting it done. We're out of here. Moving along. American families need help. I'm making $15 an hour. This was happening here. We're getting on.
I'm once again asking you to get out of my fucking way. I have bills to sign. But yes, all of the memeing and stuff obviously surrounding the inauguration. Biden was sworn in. Kamala was sworn in.
Yawn. I'm going to do the best for our country. Yawn. Putting me to sleep. I was hanging off every single word of Trump's. Man walked up there straight up and went China flu. We know where it's coming from. Pundits just like, yeah, he had a whole thing prepared. He got through a quarter of it and then he just started going nuts. His own speech. Just going nuts. He's the best. And Biden up there just yawning out. Just, oh my goodness. I can't take this. It's legitimately disappointing.
I don't know how to react to that still.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is my own psychosis. I don't care about politics. I care about funny. And he's not providing it. Biden ain't providing it. I said this to BG. Go back to however many presidents you can name from Biden, go all the way back. They all got a distinct voice. They all got a very mockable voice. You can see them stand-up comics, SNL, all that. Biden ain't got that. We're for some lame times.
Biden is highly mockable.
Not his voice. I said his voice. Go back to all the presidents. They all got a distinct voice. A very mockable, imitatable voice. Biden don't have that. Yeah. Think about it. He don't.
I would love to see DA's presidential ranking of mockable voices.
You know what? That list needs to exist.
Yes, it does.
Get on it, DA.
Oh boy. Bad. The main concern for the inauguration, I will say, is shit gonna go down based upon
it didn't. Of
January
course
6th.
It didn't.
Nothing happened. QAnon just
Melted.
lit itself on fire.
Thank God.
Just it was like a complete 50-50 of either people saying, oh, Biden is our savior. Like, just for some reason, they're like, oh, he was the savior all along. Fuck Trump. And then other people just in complete denial and, just, I was lied to. Basically, people, like, doubling down on the cult or people, like, actually realizing that they got fucked over. But yeah, and then mostly he's just been blitzing executive orders to rejoin WHO, rejoin the Paris Climate Accords, stimulus stuff, and just kind of getting the pandemic under control. And then
Trump would be golfing right now. Smile on his face.
I just like there's like so like if this podcast were popular.
Oh, dude. Just
I'd
like
be
that
canceled.
just like that text BG sent, we're gonna make this. I'm sitting there. My first thought was, oh my god, DA is gonna be burnt alive. Like I said, I keep going back to this, but if this podcast gets popular, it's gonna be that scenario where someone turns the screen at DA's job and just goes, yeah, you're fired.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Can you?
I mean, you can't fire me for my political beliefs. I'm just saying.
No, they're gonna fire you for the multitude of other shit you have said.
I've done nothing. I've said nothing else.
Racist.
Black people can't be racist.
There it is.
Not in
There it is.
Biden's America.
There it is.
He making it right. This is what y'all wanted. I'm free to say and do anything.
By the way, Black Lives Matter.
You bet they do.
And wear your fucking mask.
On that note, on the note of masks, did anybody watch Fauci's first press briefing, free of Trump?
Oh, where he like just all smiles.
Yes. It was amazing. But also to come out of that, Fauci finally was able to give a realistic breakdown of the path forward given vaccines, mask wearing mandate that Biden's doing, and the social distancing, and all this stuff. And he has come out and said now that should things go along the path that the Biden administration is setting out, which thankfully we can actually expect it to do so going forward, Fauci is saying that by next fall, we'll be back to normal.
Yomicon?
Yeah, so it's looking like we ain't gonna have a Matsuri-Con or any hangouts until at least next fall.
And this is very charitable as well.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. He said literally, if everything goes to plan.
So January hangout?
It's looking like that
22!
might be it's going to be a 2.5 year span between seeing each other, fam.
Whew. Whew.
We're going to get back and
we're all going to see each other, just like all of us are going to like have visibly aged like 15 years. Like, oh no!
He's got a fucking MAGA hat on. Mike's got a girlfriend.
I'm keeping the dream alive.
DA's just he has a new Trump tattoo.
No, he's not. No, he's got the MAGA hat, a QAnon shirt.
A lot has happened in these 2 years. I'm on the right side of history.
BG is the exact same as we have always seen
Yeah, that's
him.
true. All of
with
us are
no
going to just
change.
be like curmudgeon-y, and then BG is just going to be his fountain of youth self.
Yep.
I want you to have, because like the thing that I feel like I always like, it's either shirts or messenger bags. I want you to try and find a Trump messenger bag.
No. Don't do that.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't look.
I can't.
I knew it.
I actually can't.
I know this man's brain.
I can't actually form the words for how that made me feel in that exact moment of utterance.
My God.
I had I had low expectations for DA to begin with, but my God, are you making this worse?
Now, it wouldn't just be like Trump's face or like "Make America Great Again" or any of the slogans or anything. It'd be a funny thing. It'd be a goof. It'd be a joke, not just a straight Trump thing, just like supporting thing. Because I don't want to be gunned down in the streets. They'd be justified, and the police would just roll me into a creek somewhere. And I'm trying to avoid that.
Police would roll me into a creek someplace.
Break some crack on it.
Columbus, Ohio, because I don't think there's creeks in downtown Detroit, friend.
We ain't downtown. They'll transport me to a creek. Like, we got to get this done.
They'll take you up by where Amber's going to school and dump your body, and she'll just come across you like on the side of the road. Like, is that DA? He just keeps driving.
Ooh.
But yeah, Trump bag would be very funny.
No, it wouldn't.
I wish BG was here because you know I've got my little y'all actually didn't see. I got like a little table. It's a TV stand / table with a bunch of figures on it.
Yes,
I'm gonna take a picture of it, show y'all later. But I was looking up Trump figures and I saw one on Amazon for like $20, and I'm like, yo, BG, look at it. I'm like, and he's like, don't. Because we share the same Amazon account. He's like, I will cancel that.
Well, so
As he should.
Didn't they make like the Trump magical girl? Like someone in Japan did that.
Oh, Japan loves Trump.
That figure probably exists.
Japan is on the right side of history because they're in for the goofs and the gaps. It doesn't affect them, so they're just laughing.
Oh.
They got the right attitude.
Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. So, I'm going to change the subject with, you know what? Ralph. Pick a number between 1 and 125.
1 and 125. All right. Let's go with 77.
77. That one sucks. Pick a new number.
39.
Now you know my struggle.
39, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ralph.
Uh-huh.
You know what they say?
What do they say?
Words. So you weren't here for this, but I have a site with a slew
Oh no, he signed out.
of anti-jokes.
I quit.
So I will be. I've pulled out the list of anti-jokes again. So we will be venturing those waters every once in a while.
The boys are quality.
Why are we here?
Funny.
Just to suffer?
Yep, you are contractually obligated to sit here and suffer with me for 1 hour a week. All right. So there was a bit of news. A bunch of movies got delayed. Shocker. Morbius got delayed until January 2022. The Uncharted movie got delayed until February 2022. And then Bond, the new Bond movie, got delayed until October of 2021. Much to V-Man's chagrin. I mean,
I'm kind of mad about the Morbius thing. That thing kind of looked like it was gonna be like a soft mess, not like horrible.
Soft mess.
Soft mess, like the first Wonder Woman. Like it's serviceable, but if you think about it a little too much, you just go, "Oh no, this is getting worse and worse the more I think about it," and then it just gets funny. We're not talking about like a Suicide Squad. We're not talking about a Batman versus Superman. We're not talking about an I, Frankenstein. Those are too far gone. Those are just like abject comedies. This would be like first viewing, not thinking about it. Hey, that's pretty good. The more you think about it, the worse it gets. And then it gets funny. And then you can watch it with friends and goof on it.
okay. I've never thought about Wonder Woman in that light before.
Yeah, it's not too good when you think about it.
Granted, I haven't watched it since I watched it
There you
in
go.
theaters. And then the other two more bits of movie news, actually on the whole superhero thing. The Snyder Cut is now officially confirmed to just be a 4-hour-long movie.
Did they renege on that whole sort of TV series thing
Yep.
that they were
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah,
There's a
no, now it's
Really?
no
So they
longer a
just-
miniseries. It's now a straight up 4-hour movie.
So they just rocking it,
Yeah.
man.
With a, honestly, in my opinion, shittier looking Steppenwolf.
Yeah, he looks terrible.
He kind of looks like a Transformer with a weird fleshy face.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Too many-
Darkseid.
And all them spikes, the spikes look like trash.
Yeah. A little bit of Darkseid, apparently. A little bit of Martian Manhunter, apparently. A little more Deathstroke. Obviously, being 4 hours long, a lot of more. But I have no idea if it'll be not improved. It's not going to be improved. If it'll
Absolutely
be the
not.
same or worse.
Because you still got the
Worse.
basis of the original Justice League. You can just add on to that. You can explain stuff.
And that's
but
the hope. Because I liked how Superman was portrayed.
Mhm.
But if Snyder goes Snyder Snooperman,
Snyder Snoop? Snoop.
Superman,
I can
then
hear
this
BG
movie
screaming
goes from
somewhere.
like a 6 to me to a 3 immediately.
But it's still gonna be 4 hours. You still got to think about that. Gal Gadot is not a very good actress. Homeboy that played Flash was all right. Cyborg is nothing.
Affleck,
Batman, Affleck is good. It's just like if you
and
look at
Cavell
it,
is good as a upbeat and positive Superman.
this would just be his third separate portrayal of this character. All just 3 completely different movies, 3 completely different personalities. Just rock it, sure, whatever. That's how characters work.
Yep.
But yeah,
Oh, for some reason, this is stupid, but I just like you're saying completely different characters. It's like you see a new scene with Superman, and he's just like, Bruce, it's time. It's like he's just like still in Witcher mode. He's just talking
yeah.
as Geralt.
I mean, why not? Who cares at this point?
Truth,
Yeah, that's-
and the American way. Fuck.
That seems like they're doing everything that they can to plug up any plot holes, any inconsistencies, anything that's just like, this is bad. Let's try to add some dialogue or another scene
That's the funny
that
thing.
would make it good.
I would call Justice League a lot of things. I wouldn't call it like missing plot holes. It was a relatively straightforward movie.
Yeah.
Steppenwolf gets the thingies and then tries to summon the thingy, and it basically was the Avengers plot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got a little bit of snippets of, like, future stuff or previous stuff. You're like, oh, there's Themyscira. Oh, the Mara shows up, and you get a taste of Atlantis. But, which that's going to be a whole thing. Well, I guess she's not blacklisted.
Oh no, she's fine. That's how Hollywood works.
Yep.
Men get screwed completely, and women are just cartwheeling. It's proven that Depp is innocent. Well, not innocent, but she's also very complicit in all this stuff, and he just gets destroyed, and she's fine. That's super not fair.
Yeah.
That's life. That's life.
And then the other bit of movie news that I have is they are now planning a Willy Wonka origin film.
I don't.
I've said
Somebody asked for this.
this. I was like, I've said this many times for many things, but why?
It's a proven commodity. They don't have to think about really anything. You got the basis of the character. You got the basis of the world. You just got to do stuff with them. And you're gonna get the people who are curious, who like the original Willy Wonka or the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka or the books or whatever. You're gonna poke their heads in and see what it is. And you've also got the kids and everything. It's a proven commodity. That's all. That's just what it is. But one of the main complaints people had about the remake of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was just like, we didn't need to know any of this. This is just sort of whatever information. And now they're just like, did you say that you wanted a whole movie?
They were talking about this, so obviously they want more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't. And then you have to think about like who's gonna play him and how are they gonna play him? Are they gonna try to ape a Gene Wilder, or are they gonna be more Deppy, or are they gonna go their own place?
Probably their own place. That's my thought, at least with it.
The best part of it, I can see them like, okay, here's how we made the chocolate waterfall and everything. But the best part was just exploring a chocolate factory. That's
Yeah.
I don't want this. I'm not super excited about this. Maybe once we start getting some casts and some directors and stuff, I'll be like, oh well. But just the announcement, it's just like, well, come on now.
Yeah.
I was hearing they were considering Tom Holland for the role.
Of course they are. Make a biopic about me and Tom Holland's gonna play. Okay, he's everywhere.
You know, there are some roles that I think Tom Holland wouldn't even touch.
He's a what supporter?
You're telling me he likes My Little Pony, is a Trump supporter, he hates Part 5? What?
Oh no! I'm gonna be destroyed. This is my career over.
No. Let's be honest here. Sometimes these people choose the roles that are the most offensive to them just because they want to experience playing the role.
Challenge.
Like, I'm whitewashing a completely ridiculous black man's life.
It's Oscar time.
It's Oscar time. Tom Holland is Darren Aaron, the movie.
A king of none. DA. Pick a number.
100.
100. That one kind of sucks.
101.
When did the astronaut who floated away from the spaceship come back? Never. He just floats away. Forever.
That he does.
Yes. All right. Next, and actually really the last bit of news, is the Resident Evil Showcase. So, Capcom showed off new trailer and gameplay for Resident Evil Village, and the internet is collectively thirsting for Vampire Lady.
Big Vampire Lady got their loins of frothing.
Yeah.
It's not Bowsette level, but it could be.
Yeah. One thing about these more recent Resident Evils is the aesthetic that they have with the graphics and just how good these games are looking. Honestly, like people are, it's like, PC gamers are like, oh, benchmark games. These new Resident Evil games, like, will wreck your GPUs if you turn them up high enough.
Oh yeah. But But from this Resident Evil thing, has anybody else's Twitter timeline just been flooded with the new chase monster, the big lady?
That's what we were literally just talking about. The vampire.
But
lady.
I mean, like, what I mean to say is, it has been like your social media been flooded by
Oh,
her.
of course.
Yeah.
Okay, making sure it's not just me. Because I literally can't scroll 2 seconds down Twitter without seeing somebody talking about her, somebody sharing a clip from the demo of her, or I've just finally seen fan art start coming up. And I'm just sitting here like, bruh.
Certain things unlock certain things in people's minds, and it's just like, this is exactly what I wanted.
It is DA. I mean, DA said it right. It's the Bowsette syndrome.
I guess.
It's
I
like
guess.
I never knew that I wanted this, and now that I want it, it's all that I want.
It's like that,
Because-
and then people are also really liking just her vampire lady flock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, looks good. I still need to play 7. Have not gotten around to playing that game yet. So they showed that off. They showed off a tiny bit of the 3D, the CG movie that's going to be coming to Netflix with Leon and Claire. And they showed off a new game that previously unannounced that is going to be released free with Resident Evil Village, and it's a Resident Evil Reverse. And it's going to be a 6-player deathmatch style game where it'll be like a third-person shooter for half of it, but then when you die, you actually turn into one of like the notable infected characters, Nemesis, the Proto-Tyrant, the old dude from Resident Evil 7, whose name I don't remember. Looks interesting.
That definitely sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not. I started and stopped at 4 basically. When I was younger, I played like 1 and 2 and all that stuff. But I was looking at that like,
You never beat 4?
Oh no, I said I started and stopped
I
with
see.
4. That's
Okay.
where, yeah. I think I played a little bit of 5 with BG. No, I love 4.
Okay. Yeah, 5.
I played
all
that.
right. 6
I played that on
is
the
fun.
GameCube.
Yes. I've played Resident Evil 4 on just about every single damn
Yeah.
platform it's come out on. Except
Super fun.
apparently it came out on some like Brazilian educational console. So I looked it up at one point just to see how many consoles it came up, and it's like, you know, Nintendo GameCube, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, yada yada. And then there's this one name. I'm like, what are you? And I click on it, and it basically, like, it's just the village portion, like, where, you know, the chainsaw, and it doesn't even have the chainsaw people, but you're just running around the village and shooting really, 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 really slow villagers.
Mhm.
And that's it.
That's odd.
Yeah. It was a weird one. Yeah, 5 is 5. Really, like, it gave us Chris punching a boulder, and that's about all I can say of it. 5 and 6 are fun co-op games. They aren't Resident Evil games, they're fun co-op games.
Yeah. I did not like 5 though.
Like 6, I really enjoyed playing. I actually really enjoyed the playthrough I did with BG. One of my favorite moments that we've ever done in like a Let's Play style recording it was the first episode that we did where you guys were actually at my house, and we're just like walking around and there's a soda machine, and we're just looking at all of the sodas that are on the machine, and their names were terrible. There was a soda that was called Good. There was a soda that was called Soda.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly like I am kind of curious too, just because like Chris Redfield is seemingly evil now, and it's just like, what, you know, Resident Evil story was always just out there, and it's just like, so what's going on? What's happening here? But yeah, that's about it for news. Unless anybody else has anything they want to talk about, news-wise. Sounds like a big fat no.
Has anything happened? It's been mostly just election stuff, and I
Yeah.
know some
Yeah.
stuff just got sort of buried by it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, right now, going through all of the Zeldas to collect some high-quality footage for a video that I want to edit. And played through Wind Waker, played through Twilight Princess. I am now on Skyward Sword. And it's been a while since I played it. And boy, did I have some rose-colored glasses for that game.
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't help that with Breath of the Wild. So, like, Breath of the Wild, obviously everybody knows how I feel about that game. But one of the things that it does is it doesn't really tell you all that much. Like, it gives you some stuff in, like, the first hour or so. Then after that, it's just, like, go do whatever the fuck you want. It does not hold your hand at all. On the complete opposite side of that spectrum is Skyward Sword, where every 2 seconds, Fee pops up and tells you stuff. And I'm like, wow. Wow. Especially with the hindsight of Breath of the Wild, this is awful. Like, I will say, like, the story of the game and stuff too, I still love, but the actual and the motion controls are still fine. It's honestly just Fee, and just the over explaining in tutorials, where it's like you do a thing. Master, it appears that you have this thing. Press the B button, and it's just like, I fucking know what I need to do.
Yeah.
Shut up! But yeah, it is like, and the funny thing is too, I have a inkling that within this next year they're gonna do a Skyward Sword HD remake on the Switch.
Probably.
To where I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna have to play this again. But I'm hoping, because of what they did with Breath of the Wild, that they tone down Fee. Because they toned down stuff from the Twilight Princess to Twilight Princess HD. So here's hoping. But yeah, I'm like over halfway through that game now. And then starting up the whatchamacallit? Majora's Mask randomizer up here in a little bit. What are y'all playing?
Valhalla.
How far are you?
Oh, God, I don't even know, but I'm 50 hours deep,
Oh, wow.
and I'm only level 106, 107 now?
What's max?
I don't think there is.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's max? Yes.
Max is, but no, I am only on my 4th alliance now out of I don't even know how many. Like, I'm still in just London. I haven't left England at all yet. Like, I got to Denmark. I've been to Denmark. I left Denmark. Now I'm in England and I'm doing stuff in England, but I don't really know the scope of this game. I didn't look into it at all. I just know that there's a lot in it. And it's Assassin's Creed games. I'm like, okay, let's just play. And now I'm in here and I'm down the rabbit hole and I have no far how deep it goes. So I'm sitting here like, because I walked into a world boss earlier and I'm like, okay, I'm level 106. This is a level 160. I can handle this. Got one-shotted because the bitch fucking started pulling some Cloud from Advent Children shit and teleported around me, grabbing different weapons and stuffing them in me. I was really not expecting that in the game, because they really ground the game in like realism for the most part when it comes to the combat. But then they added this whole
like a giant direwolf in the game.
No, you can buy that for DLC.
Okay.
But in the actual game itself, no.
Okay.
But they kind of let you into the whole fantastic thing so far by the fact that people get really fucking drunk and stoned out of their minds and trip and see shit. So yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
Because you don't know what the fuck is going on half the time. You're just like, oh, this is a really cool cinematic. And then you come down from the high and you're like, oh, I just killed a bunch of wolves. They weren't giants. That's weird. Okay, cool. It's a very fun game. I'm really enjoying it a lot. It's better than Odyssey. It's the best one I've played so far of the new breed of Assassin's Creed games. My favorite's still going to be Black Flag. But Valhalla is a fucking really impressive game. Glitchy, but impressive.
What about you, DA?
Absolutely nothing. I just finished up Like a Dragon last week, so I was just like, yeah, I'm done with that. I need something else to play, so I ordered Near Automata, and that's coming. That should be coming Tuesday or something.
Yes.
Nier Automata is such a good game.
I have no clue when I'm gonna play it because I still got a lot of stuff. I'm planning like a little art project here, and I've got some other stuff to do. So I might not start it up next week. Might be the week afterwards. Who knows? No, I gotta start it and beat it before Strikers
I was
come
about
out.
to say, you got
That's-
till February 20th, my friend.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because after that point, it's just like close this door, turn off this light, leave me alone. I'm playing my Persona.
Let me see. Video games in 2021. There's a couple of things that like got announced that are coming out relatively soon.
Yeah, I planned on playing something like something small, maybe finishing up some missions in a game or just sort of swinging around in Spider-Man, which I've always liked doing. But it's been a pretty busy couple of days off for me because on Wednesday, me and BG did a live stream of everything great about Part 5.
Oh yeah,
And that was
I hopped in there for a little bit.
that was really, really fun. There was actually a couple people in there. We were having some goofs and some gaps and everything. We were having fun with that, but that took up for like 3 hours, and then I was just drained afterwards. I was just like, I got a new office chair, built that up today because I'm just like, this ain't ending anytime soon. I don't be with this job, but I want to at least be comfortable.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be pissed like this, so I built that up. I'm like, and every single time I have to build something for my room, I'm just like, wow, I am just like not handy at all.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because every single time it's just like, I'm done. No, I put something in backwards, disassembled the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I did it with my TV stand. I did it with my bed. I did it with this. I stink.
That's February 12th is the Bowser's Fury Super Mario 3D World. That's the other thing I was thinking of. So that's coming February 12th. February 20th is Persona. Into March is Returnal,
Spicy.
which is the time junk game.
I don't think I've seen that. And if I have,
Yeah, I've told you about it a couple times now. You just haven't looked.
okay, yep, that's probably what it is. Well, that's just me.
And then no date, but Kenna, which is the game I really want a fucking PS5 for.
You nothing still?
I missed a couple today. Like the last 2 days they've been releasing stuff, and then Walmart, of course, they had stock available, but of course, it's like available at 3 on the dot. I refresh the page. More available at 3:10. I'm like, well, okay, that's stupid. Wait till 3:10. Refresh. More available at 3:20. 3:20. Refresh. Sold out. I'm like, your site is garbage.
Do you think you're ever gonna bite the bullet and pay that $800,
No.
$900 for?
No.
Okay.
There are other
Deep pockets,
avenues.
but they ain't that deep.
No, I think it just has to do with more about his pride.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's totally. Like, I don't buy games from EA. Stick to my guns. I'm not going to reward these fucking scalpers. It's a precedent.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I dig it.
Yeah, Kenna.
You mean principle, by the way?
play. What?
You mean principle, by the way.
Principle precedent?
Setting a precedent means that
People should
you're
follow
setting
my
an
example.
It's a first. The principle of the matter means is that it's the fact of the matter that you don't want. Okay, like just
Whatever.
just figured I'd help you out there.
Words. Let's see. April.
The precedent. Jesus Christ.
Guilty Gear.
That game looks really good, and they're testing out rollback netcode for that, and they might roll that also out to DBFZ. And yeah, I've always been a fan of the Guilty Gear. Very casual fan. Me and BG will just. I think we did that while we were hanging out, waiting for Yoma to start up. We just started playing. We do that. I've been wanting to just like do a weekly fighting games thing with BG where we just sit down for an hour or so and just play a fighting game, a random fighting game. But time. Whew.
Yeah, April is that. Quite a few things. April is that. Near Replicant. Version 1.22474487139.
What is that? Is that a sequel to Automata? Is that a remake of an old?
It's a remake of the. It's not
first game.
Yeah, it's not even the first game because there's a universe that existed before that. There was the Drakengard games, and that is the same world. So it was like Drakengard 1, 2, and 3, then Nier. I think it was just Nier, and Nier Replicant is just the remake of Nier, and then Nier Automata is the sequel to all of those games. But you don't need to play the previous games in order to play Nier Automata. You'll learn about the world in that game, and and it's honestly a good launching point to be like, okay, what's this world about? And new Pokemon Snap comes out in April as well. Then May is Resident Evil Village and Deathloop. And that's kind of basically all the main announcements. And then what fucking news on Breath of the Wild 2?
You ain't getting it. It's over.
That. Give me news on that. Give me news on Metroid Prime 4. I know that's way far out, but just anything. Bayo 3.
That's my hype level will be dependent on the hair, what her hairstyle is.
Oh my god.
It's very important.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it really important?
Big important. The biggest.
The biggest.
What if it's halfway between the two lengths?
It'd be acceptable. I'd like a ponytail or something. Just not as short as it was. Anything lengthy over that, not like an inch more than that. Anything over that is a lot better.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, it's actually not at all.
Oh, Tom Holland, we have an addition to the character bio. Hates
another one.
Sir? Bayonetta. Why?
Sir. I can't keep. You can't keep calling on these traits. It sounds like 8 different people that you're asking me to play.
You are not wrong.
Oh boy, Ralph.
Yes.
Pick a number.
1.
1. We've said this one before. The last time we did this. It's a good one, but
100.
We picked that one and it sucked.
Oh. I forgot already. 92.
92. What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Slap.
Nothing. Fingers can't talk.
I hate you. I hate all of this.
See, you went for an actual joke, and that's wrong.
That's where you fail.
You tried to outsmart the anti-joke. Oh my god. Oh boy. Let's see here. Is there anything else that I want to talk about? Yeah, really, besides the election, it was
crap.
light news week.
My Hero should have come out today, and I didn't get that. Is it Friday? It is Friday. One Piece.
But you know what did come out though? Dragon Ball Super and Boruto. Oh boy,
I mean, they keep getting worse somehow.
I know.
Those design new characters are terrible. One of them just looks like Kid Buu with dreadlocks. What are they doing? And then it's like, oh, this dude's gonna be the most powerful person in the universe?
It's
And I've seen so
awful.
many people just like, oh, what do you want? An enemy weaker than Goku? And then other people clap back like that was what Moro was before he got trashed. And he was great.
Mm-hmm.
It's so insane. The whole chapter of is just these bums that who could possibly care about. My name is Gas and Oil. You can't even think of good character names. I'm saying this to BG, like, okay, we understand why Big Mom's kids are named Puddin' and Katakuri and all these and Smoothie, because she pops out a kid just like, oh, I want a smoothie. Oh, that's Smoothie. Get her out of here. Who cares? But you're just oil and oatmeal. It's terrible.
But yeah, and
then Vegeta and Goku were training, and Goku and Whis are training. He's like, he goes Ultra Instinct. He's like, you know, way to tap into the full potential of Ultra Instinct. But then Mirrors was just like, if you could just use Ultra Instinct, you will be the strongest person ever. Nobody could touch you. And then Whis is just like, yeah, you're not even halfway there. And then Barris is like, yeah, but there's a whole nother power system over here that the Gods of Destruction use. Vegeta, why don't you come and get this? So now Vegeta's just, and it's the escalation that's just getting more and more and bigger and more and more. When will it end? When will people be satisfied? When will it just be like, why don't we just work on what we got? This was back in the Cell arc where Goku was just like, yeah, ain't no point in going further. Let's just train Super Saiyan up to its peak. And Vegeta's like, more, bigger, stronger, more. And Goku's like, nah, that ain't the way. But now it is the way.
But yeah, where is the ceiling?
Where?
I don't think it exists. I think it's just they're going to keep going until they get bored.
Because you have Mr. Sniper Dude, who is another person that just got slighted by Frieza / the Saiyans, and Motivation X or Motivation Z to have them fight Goku. And how do you justifiably, and that is with the largest of air quotes, justifiably, even have him sniff Goku's taint?
It's insanity that they're just like, we just need to. This just needs to happen, and so it's gonna. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. And then, because even you have that, you still got Broly over there,
just chilling. Nobody's talking about him. Nobody's caring.
and
He exists, kinda.
I have no fucking clue where Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku matches up with Blue Gogeta.
Nope. Don't even know where he matches up against Beerus.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't know.
Yep.
Probably never will.
Because Beerus doesn't seem worried or even interested in Goku. So it's just we don't know. But Whis can just one finger him and he's just out of here. So it's just like, okay, Whis is 100 still stronger than this. How is this interesting? How is this? And then he goes, yeah, my Ultra Instinct is amazing, but then the Grand Pieces is even better than mine. Of course it is. More.
And then, like, so, like, that, if you could call that foreshadowing, is like, okay, Goku will probably eventually want to fight the Grand Priest. Maybe the Grand Priest turns evil or something. Who the fuck knows?
Ooh.
But then from there, what?
What?
Zeno?
But then from there, what?
What?
A whole new secret, Zeno? That was just like, yeah, I'm his father. And I'm even stronger than him.
Oh, there are the super universes where there are even more duper D stronger D people. With
You just have to think
with the Ultra Dragon Balls.
You just have to think about it where they just go, here's the Dragon Balls. Oh, but the Namekian Dragon Balls are even better. No, but the Super Dragon Ball, they can do literally anything. Just more and bigger. Not better, bigger, more. It's child stuff.
Speaking
And
of
people
child
love it.
stuff, Boruto.
This Boruto chapter.
I will say, like, the whole thing where it's just like, oh, he's not trying to absorb. Like, I'm like, all right, I can kind of tell Kishimoto's taking the reins. Because that was at least intelligent.
Yeah.
But
it was a largely nothing chapter of them just fighting and trying to get him out of and it wasn't anything too stupid in the chapter.
And then, is Naruto dead? Who knows?
Who knows? Who cares?
Do you think that he will actually be dead?
No. I don't think so. I think because they so heavily basically just foreshadowed / stated it in the beginning. You're going to be going. People are expecting him to die, but he's just going to be like transported into another dimension where he's kept in another cage or something like that. I don't think he's going to die. He's too, and BG's going to hate this, but he's too iconic for the series to just. Especially not in his own series, because if he dies, he's gonna die for motivation. That's gonna be the ultimate thing, and not for like, oh, this is his conclusion of his story. No, it's just gonna be to further Boruto. And I think that Kishimoto would be like, I don't want the character that I made that I've been writing for 20 some odd years to just be a stepping stone to bigger and better things. That's just me. I don't know. Because
next chapter, first page is just his picture on his funeral, on his casket. You're like, well, never mind. Dude, like, even like, I'm just thinking about this now. Remember, like, the last time a Hokage died was, you know, the third just fighting Orochimaru. Remember that to now.
Moon people.
Moon people. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna die either. I'm just curious if they're like, because of this, he's just going to be neutered. Which
very possible.
I can, and honestly, this might be what this whole arc was. Weirdly, was they have Naruto use the thing that basically makes him unable to use Kyuubi chakra anymore, which makes him neutered, and they have Boruto stab the Rinnegan out of Sasuke's face, which neuters him. He still has the Mangekyo, but he can't do space-time shit anymore. So this whole arc may have just been a neuter the previous protagonist's arc.
which is odd because the ceiling was so high for them that they had to be like, we need a way to bring them down.
And it's
'Cause
convoluted as fuck.
Yeah, the options are either bring all the villains up to their level, which makes it just like, okay, so Boruto can't do anything against them unless we bring Boruto also up to that level, or we got to bring them down to a manageable level. And that's what it looks like they're doing.
Yeah, we shall see.
I'm not. Boruto is still very bad.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, what? This is only his second chapter of Kishi being back.
I think it's his second.
Okay. Yeah, we got this. We got some Bleach anime on the horizon. Oh boy.
I can only hope that he fixes up some things that he just sort of yada over near the end. Now that he has time and everything, I hope that he does that.
What I would want from this, because we all know the plot sucks. Just give me One Punch Man season 1 for this season, where they're just like, we are just throwing all the fucking money at the animation.
Oh, it's money time.
Yeah. And it is just the crispest, most AMV editable Bleach that has ever existed.
So you want UFO Table to make it? You want unlimited budget works?
That or Madhouse, the people who made One Punch Man season 1.
Either honestly, Madhouse or UFO Table, because have you seen the Fate shit they've made? Like, dude, it's the
same. It's the same people who make all of the cutscenes and the animated versions of the Tales of games.
Yep, it's insane. Like the fucking Fate movies, the Heaven's Feel movies are unbelievably gorgeous. I need the third one. I need the third one. I need the third one. I need the third movie so fucking bad.
That's actually a thought. Wasn't there a
What?
Tales of game announced like 2 years ago?
Probably.
Let's see. Tales of... no. Where's the list of games? Main series.
Mike's still here like, Tales?
of Arise. No release date. It's delayed to 2021, apparently.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Those games are just like... they're comfort food RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. All right, with that, we will end tonight's episode
of the podcast of stuff.
Oh God, that voice, Mike.
Thank you
Never
everybody
just
for tuning
stop.
in.
Hey. We're forgetting something.
The number.
I'm sorry. Facts.
It's just 100 fun facts. I couldn't think of anything. I tried to look up facts about the village people, but there are no good facts.
No facts about Mittens. No inauguration facts.
Boring.
You think that there could have been some good ones?
Let's try. Third time's a charm. 100.
100. Hawaiian pizza was created in Ontario, Canada by Greek immigrant Sam Panopoulos in 1962.
Interesting.
Where do y'all stand on pineapple on pizza?
No.
Good. Great. Fantastic.
Just a symphony of the correct answer.
It's a crime.
It is not okay, Amber. You're wrong. It's no.
No, it's bad. I don't see how it could be okay if it's terrible.
So, like,
it can't be both.
I'm a carnivore. Give me a meat lovers any day of the week. Veggies, fine. Like, I can understand onions. I can understand peppers. Black olives, fuck no.
I don't like black olives on pizza. No, we're not just a baby. We actually just like flavor on pizza, and pineapple ruins it.
Correct.
I don't like sweet and salty. That's my biggest thing. And I also don't really dig warm fruit.
Yeah,
you never get it for yourself, so why the...
Warm fruit, if it's not a pie, doesn't work.
I think she's like if it's at a party and or she's with a group of friends, and then just go, yeah, let's get, and it's the majority wants the pineapple. She'd eat it, but I still no.
I'd order myself a separate pizza.
Yeah.
You know, on that note, I actually am going to order myself a pizza without pineapple. That sounds delicious.
Get a buffalo chicken pizza.
No. Just
I'm smelling the punishment game in 2 years.
oh,
In 2 fucking years. I'm smelling a punishment game on our 40th birthday.
it's on the horizon. In 2
Right.
revolutions of the planet.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, all right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
Later.